Hello everybody, hope you're well. Hope you're getting to do some interesting things during this lockdown, and I'm hoping that your days aren't going too slow. I've been thinking over the last couple of weeks that I don't want to just endure this lockdown. I want to do something positive. And what I've decided to do is a sponsored 100-day challenge to lose 2 stone weight to improve the lives of 13 very special people that I met last October. And during the lockdown, I've had time to reflect over time in India last October. I was on a mission trip there with the David Ware Trust, and on that trip we visited many places. But there was one place in particular that really touched my heart, and that was Shanti Gramam village. This is a village with 13 residents. These residents are people that have suffered from leprosy. And during the visit, what I noticed was their physical needs were being met, as in they have shelter and they have food. But the problem is they've nothing to do all day. They're just walking around and sitting on walls, just trying to pass the day. And I wanted to do something about that. Just imagine you're locked down. If you could not go, say, up the road for a walk, or you didn't have the internet to have those important Zoom calls with your friends and your family, or even like just to chill in front of Netflix for a couple of hours, just to forget about the whole situation. This COVID-19 situation will pass and our lives will go back to normal. We'll get to reunite with our friends and meet our families again, go back to work, and everything will be back to normal. But for these residents, they've lost that permanently. They have no contact with their families. Their families don't want anything to do with them because they've had leprosy. And also in society, they're shunned. So I wanted to do something to help their quality of life. So I have lots of ideas. Some of them are, I wanted to build a pond with ducks that they could look at. I want to bring in an occupational therapist a couple of times a month, and also plan some trips for them to leave the residency, a couple of times a year. When we were there in October, we took them out on one of these trips. We took them to the park, and for some of the residents, they hadn't actually been outside the village for 20 years. And we just took them to the park and we gave them ice cream and we gave them 7-Up. And I'll never forget the joy on their faces and the difference that we made in their lives with just a very, very small thing like bringing them to the park. So what I've decided to do is this sponsored weight loss challenge, and hopefully, all going well, by the end of the year I'll be revisiting Shanti Gramam. I'll be going on another trip to India. And my goal with this sponsored weight loss is that they would have a better quality of life, but also that they would realise that they matter and that they're not forgotten. So this is the positive thing that I'm going to do with my lockdown, and I need your help. So I just wanted to say thanks for listening to me, and just wanted to reach out and talk about these special people that are over 5,000 miles away from me tonight, but touched my heart last October. So I want to just thank you and say to stay safe, and also remember to be kind to yourselves and to be kind to each other. Thanks.